absolutely. So let's quickly share screen again. Okay, is my screen visible, yeah?
It is.
Perfect. Okay. All right, so this is the Protocol Yield dashboard. So I'll give you just an overview of what we've got here, then I'll go into a little bit more detail. So these are all investment companies that are running high-frequency trading machines, okay? What Chavez has created here is a platform, an investment platform, where you can put your funds in and invest, and traders using high-frequency trading machines, which I'll explain about shortly, do all of the work for you. So you don't need to do anything, and you can collect profits every day, every week, every month, however long, and you can withdraw those profits whenever you want to, every day, every month. You can withdraw your funds, in entirety, or you can withdraw part of your funds, whatever it is, whatever your choices are. Now, because of the way that this works, you can look at this almost like a pension system, a pension fund. And I'll give you a bit more detail on that in a minute when I share screen. Okay. But what Chavez has created here, all right, is if we look at, let's look at Algo Rider. Chavez has created a platform where he can bring together these high frequency traders for us to benefit from. But within this platform, he has created a scoring system, an AI scoring system that looks at every single trade that all of these companies are doing, analyzes how successful they are on a day-to-day, on a minute-by-minute basis. And you can see that scoring system here. Now, this one is currently listed as an average risk. This will change daily. Every day, this will be updated, and it will change to whether they are low risk, high risk, medium risk. At the moment, this change happens very easily because we don't have any investors on the platform right now, so it's going on very limited data. But as we have more people investing, buying and investing, and these traders have got more volume to trade within this platform, then these will change in a more favorable way. Now, we can look here for the scoring on this system, profits. So this is giving a score out of 15 of 14.3. The profits are 181%. Do they beat the market? Yes, 5 out of 5. But how many days in profit? 197 days in profit. Now, obviously, Pi hasn't been going 197 days, but these companies have been going for many days. 2, 3, 4 years. So this AI is analyzing their success rate for, in this case, 197 days in profit. The Sortino ratio, this is basically the risk to reward ratio. So right now, this has got a Sortino ratio of 2.84, 1.5 out of 3. Is this spot trading only? No, they're using multiple strategies. Now, there's nothing here because it looks like they don't do spot trading. Okay, maximum drawdown 32%. Paid claims, so nothing at the moment because we haven't been operating. The Sharpe ratio, so a lot of these aren't filled in because it's not assessing on the platform right now. Asset growth, investors growth, age 338 days, balanced profit ratios, risk reward. So the AI is analyzing every aspect of this trader's operation so that you can look at this and go, okay, well, I want to invest with these people. But if not, then you can go back and you can look at a different one. Okay, you can look at Purple Swan. And you can look at their chart, at their scoring system. So this is giving you the ability through this scoring system to make an assessment. Now, look, these are not tin pot traders. These aren't people who are sitting at their laptop at home trading. These are professional companies that work earning millions of dollars, trading with millions and millions of dollars on a day-to-day basis, generating profits on a day-to-day basis for their investors. So these are extremely successful, extremely reliable sources for trading. Now, there is currently only 5 on here, but as Chavez said the other day, he is currently scoring hundreds of different companies that are providing this service. So there will be more of these added as we go along. So you'll have more and more and more choice. Now you can invest. Well, you can't do it now. It's not live. But you can invest as little as $10 and test it out and see it for yourself. And you can see, if I come back, let's look at Swift Holdings. So now you can analyze. Look, you can do 1 month's analysis here. And you can see, now obviously there's not a lot of activity here and then it goes through because this is from when the chart system is working. You can look here and you can do daily P&L. You can see, look, they were running at a loss on this day, but then they were on a profit the next day. You can do daily P&L percent. Now, you know, most of us probably won't look at this kind of stuff, but there are a lot of people in this community. Some of those are professional traders. Some of those understand all of this. So you will have the ability to break down the analysis and look at it for yourself and understand exactly what Chavez has created here. But for most of us, we only really want to know 2 things, 3 things. If I invest, will I make money? Can I withdraw every day? And how much will I make every day? Now, because this is a trading system, it's impossible to say how much you will make every single day. But if you look here, okay, 8% in 1 month, 155% per year. If you think that most traders are making between 0.5% to 1% a day. Now, based on some of the figures that I've looked at, I estimate that the average will probably be somewhere around 2% a day. Now, I can't promise that. I can't guarantee that. Until we see it in operation, we don't know for sure. But I think the average will be around 2% a day. But there'll be days when you make 10% profit. There'll be days when you'll make 1% profit. There'll be days where you may make 5% profit. This is variable, but you will make profit every single day and you'll be able to withdraw that profit every single day. Let's have a look what else I can find in here to show you. Okay, let's go with. Okay, so let me share screen from my device, from my tablet, and then just run some numbers, some basic numbers. Give me 1 second. My tablet is. It's funny how things work perfectly when you're not on Zoom, but the minute you're on a Zoom, you have to press a dozen buttons. Good. Okay, so there's my white screen. Perfect. Everyone can see my white screen?
It's showing.
Perfect. Now, I want to go through a couple of the abbreviations that are used that you'll see on there. First one is AUM. AUM stands for assets under management. So when you deposit your funds into Protocol Yield, your assets are under management. Okay? This one is an important one. HWM. This stands for high water mark. Now, what that is, high water mark is the minimum level of profit or the minimum level of trading achievement that needs to be achieved by the trader in order for the trader to get paid. Okay? So let's look at some numbers. Right. Now, let's say you put in $1,000. All right? So this is your AUM. You've got $1,000 under management. Let's say that the trader makes 10% profit that day. That means that at the end of the day, you now have $1,100 in your wallet. Okay? So you've made $100 profit. Now, this is now the high water mark for that trader for the next day. All right? So they need to make more than $1,100 or more than $100 profit in order for them to get paid. If they make 5% profit on that $1,000 the next day, you keep all of the profit. The profit all belongs to you. They don't get anything. But if they make $1,200, then they get paid. So this is how they get paid. Firstly, remember, if you make 10%, they make 10%. Okay? So everybody makes the same amount of profit. We are operating on a social finance system. This is something new that's coming to this space, to the crypto space. I first read about social finance last year, but I didn't think anything else about it because I didn't really understand it. And then I've not heard anything more about it until Chavez brought it to us. So we are now working under a social finance system. Now, the social finance system, this is a big heading, and there's lots of sectors to this. Part of that social finance is about enabling people to profit from their social media presence. But within the context of what we're doing, this is a system that is enabling a person to be able to collect funds for the purposes of investing on their behalf. Okay, so within the context of trading and within the context of finance, social finance is a licensed way for somebody, an individual or a company, to be able to collect funds in a legal way, to legally be able to collect funds for the purposes of investment. So in the same way for me as a driving instructor, in order for me to charge people to teach them to drive, I have to be licensed by the government. If I'm not licensed, it is illegal for me to take money from someone to be able to teach them to drive. Well, in this context, without licensing, it would be illegal to collect funds to be able to invest for people. So what that means is that Chavez has bought a license, a trading broker license, from Binance and Bybit. So Protocol Yield is licensed, legally licensed, to collect funds for the purposes of investing via a Binance license and a Bybit license. Now, this is huge. This is a centralized, controlled product because Binance is a centralized exchange. Okay? So that's what that means. Okay, so now let's look at the numbers again. Right, now this is how it works. So let's say you invest $1,000, the trader makes $100 profit. That means that you now have $1,100. Okay, now, so what happens now is 50% of that profit goes to the trader, 50% goes to you. So you now have $1,050. Okay? The trader is doing all of the work. All you're doing is sitting back, doing nothing, waiting for the money to come in. And every day, if you wanted to withdraw, you can withdraw your portion or you can withdraw the whole thing. It's entirely up to you. So now, let's say the trader makes 10% profit or 8% profit. So 1,050. So that means that you've now got $1,134 in your wallet. So this is the high watermark that was achieved the day before. So now the trader gets paid on the $34, which means they get $17 and you get $17. So this is a split. Now, as you'll see in the back office, as Chavez explained on the packages, the larger the package you have, the less the trader will receive. As a base package, they get 50%, you get 50%. As you increase your packages and you're investing more and more and more, you get more and more of the profit, they get less and less of the profit. But now the next day, so now you've got, if I'm correct here, that means that you've now got $1,067. I think that's right. I think that works out correct. So same thing. Let's say you've got $1,067. Have I added that up right? Yeah, because you've got the 1,000, you've got $17, you've got your 1,050. So plus the 17, $1,067. So 1,067. So let's say that's 10%. That gives you $116. So now let's say, now this here is now the new high watermark. So the trader now needs to make above 1,134 in order to get paid. So let's say the trader now makes their profit, and let's say the profit it gives you means that you now have $1,130. You keep all of this profit. The trader gets nothing. The trader gets nothing. You get 100%. In order for the trader to earn, they must exceed the high water mark. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, if we make a comparison here, okay? I've got a private pension, as I said earlier. Now, I started that pension in 1989, okay? And it's now 2025. How many years is that?
34 years.
36 years, okay? So over 36 years, I've been paying in to that pension every single month. There was a 10-year break in the middle. So 26 years, I've been paying into that pension every single month. So how does the pension work? What does the pension do? This is me, and I pay into the pension every single month. Okay? Every month I pay into that. Well, what does the pension do? I mean, what does that even mean? I'm giving my money to somebody, expecting them to give me more money back. But what are they doing with it? What do you think they're doing with it? They are using your money to trade. That's what they're doing. They're using your money to trade, but they don't operate in the crypto space. They're trading in the traditional financial markets, trading in stocks, shares, trading in property assets, trading in Forex. They are trading and they are generating a profit. In my pension, I've been making an average of 8% a year. 8% a year. Now, I don't know if that's been for the last 25 or the last 30 odd years. I just know from a recent conversation, I've been averaging 8% a year for the last few years, probably say 10 years, 8% a year. Well, where's the rest of the profit going? They charge a fee as well. So they take a portion out of the profits and keep for themselves. But I don't doubt that they probably make more than 8% a year themselves. And I get 8%. Okay? So this is how I look at protocol yield. I look at this as a pension fund in the same way as a pension fund. Because if I put $1,000 in here and they're making for me 10% a month, and I don't think that's going to be a stretch. These are high frequency traders. Now, a high frequency trader, they are using AI machines that are high functioning AI machines that can analyze thousands of transactions per second. They can analyze the marketplace in just a blink of an eye. It can make decisions to buy or sell in a blink of an eye. These are high performance machines. Now, there are still people running the machines. They feed in the data into the machine with which the machine uses that information to make its decisions. And again, these people, they're not somebody sitting at home behind a desk on a laptop. These are professionals, experts in their field who make and trade and are trusted with millions and millions of dollars of investors' money to make a profit. So they are analyzing the markets themselves, feeding data into these high-frequency machines, and these high-frequency machines are performing thousands of transactions, thousands of trades to generate profit with a success rate of 60, 70% success. Of course, there's going to be days when there'll be maybe 40% success. Maybe there are days where there'll be 80% success. But with a rate of 70% plus, you are practically guaranteed to be making money. And the best thing about this is that you can compound your profits. Now, undoubtedly, that happens the same I don't know if that happens the same with my pension, because when I make profit, I'm not able to withdraw that profit until I reach a certain age. So I don't know whether they're using those profits also to trade with. I assume they are. But where I'm getting 8% a year here, if I'm making 8% a month, that's a huge difference. But even based on an average of 1% a day, that's 30% a month. I don't think it's going to be a stretch to see profits of between 0.5% and 2% every single day. And you can withdraw those profits every single day, or you can leave those profits in and double and compound your profits. So with $100, just making a couple of percent a day, compounding. Imagine how much profit you're going to have in 6 months, in 3 months, in a year. This can be your day-to-day income, and it can be your long-term future. Protocol Yield really is an impressive platform. You can read more about it on the actual dashboard of the platform. Take the time to read on here. Pick a ticket, pick a pro trader, deposit funds, invest. Let's have a look. If I can go back to the main dashboard, let's go back to here. Oh, it took me back to the same page. How do I get back to? Anything on here? I can't remember how to get back to the main page. No. There we go. So, you can come to look py.xyz, and you can come and have a look. And you can read all about these companies, what SoFi driven investment infrastructure means. There's everything you need to know. And I think right at the bottom here, there was it. I can think these are the licensing. Yeah, look, powers our technology industry leading security certifications, so Fireblocks. And you can see all of the certification down at the bottom here. I don't know if you can click on these. No. But, take the time to read. Take the time to look at the platform. Now, Chavez has said everybody will be able to test this system for free for 1 month. Just like Liquid Pay, when it opens for sale, there will be a period of 1 month where it will be free to test. Whether you are an existing distributor or a new member, you will be able to test the system for free. So this is an amazing opportunity to bring people to join, test the system for free. Now, they'll have to register in the Affiliate Marketing 3.0 ecosystem using your referral link. And then they can buy a package, and then they'll be able to test it for free. And you can trade with as little as $10. You can just get anybody. They can just deposit $10, test it for a month, see what happens. If their $10 turns into $15 by the end of the month, do you think they're going to buy a package? Of course they are. Each package gives you lifetime membership. So when you buy a package, you don't have to buy another one. But you are limited in the amount of funds that you can deposit in order to trade and make a profit. So although it's lifetime membership on each particular package, and you're only paying once, of course, as you're starting to generate those profits, you're going to want to increase the amount of funds that you can invest so that you can generate more profit. So you will begin to work your way through the packages, going into the higher and higher and higher till you reach the highest package. And then you could be making hundreds and hundreds of dollars a day with someone else doing the trading using high frequency trading. This is long-term financial success, long-term financial freedom, but also with the benefit of being able to withdraw daily. Now, in closing, before we go to questions, I also would like to add, remember, we are an affiliate marketing program. All of the products provide income either now or for the future. All of our products provide an income.